This is part 7, conclusion. I will just be very brief about this because I want to go to the questions. In 1985, the party of Nani Braganza was disbanded. Sambisig was the name of the party. It was disbanded, and the LSDA formed another party, and it's called the Panudla, the Party of Nationalists, United and Democratic Classalites. However, in April of 1985, Panudla lost the student council elections because the students thought that we were too radical, we were too red for their taste, and but 1985 was a very exciting year because this was already the beginning of the end of Mr. Marcos as president. This was the tail end of the dictatorship. Every day there were rallies, there were mass walkouts from factories and schools, even high schools and universities, including La Salle. We had a field day walking out. Uh, Almost every other day we had no classes. Even the professors allowed us to walk out because they can't do anything about it anymore. It's out of control. Um, in December 1985, Marcos was being interviewed by a American reporter, and he was being questioned about how many supporters he had because the reporter said that almost all the people are against you now, Mr. President. And President Marcos said that no, no, that's not true. These people are just a noisy minority, and I can prove that. And if you want, right now I am calling for a snap election in February of 1986. Just 3 months from now, I'm gonna call, even if it's not yet on the schedule because election is still three years away. I'm gonna call for an emergency election just to show you that that the people still supported me, and and I think that was a big mistake on Marcos's part because that speeded up the dismantling of his apparatus of dictatorship. Now, when Marcos announced this, a lot of opposition leaders like Doy Laurel and others, I cannot recall anymore. There's a woman called Katigbak. She also wanted to run for president. Um, Wanted to run against Marcos, but there was a deep, deep, uh, deep-seated divide, if you will, among the opposition groups. There were the radical groups, there were the moderates, there were the liberal Democrats, there were the social Democrats, and there were even the former associates of Marcos wanted to bolt out from Marcos because they know he's almost gone, and they wanted to run against Marcos. So, and opposition people, especially those who are very close to Ninoy, before convinced Cory Aquino to run for president, and Cory Aquino did not want to run for president. She said, "What do I know about that? I'm a housewife." So, but a million signatures, verified, was sent to her, and then she was convinced to run, but she was very hesitant to run. And in any case, Cory Aquino um, was very popular because the people were seeing her as a alternative to Marcos, and But in LaSalle, there was a group led by Professor Tuliao, I think, um, that formed the Cory for President movement. They had a chapter in LaSalle, mostly faculty members and some students who were supportive of moderate change, you know. But LSDA and some BSIG and Panudla did not want to have any part of that, and they just we just stayed away from that, and we called for a boycott of the elections, which was, on hindsight, I think was a mistake. You know, we were very stubborn, and we said, unless you can give us a clear platform that you're going to be different from Marcos, then we're not going to support you. And of course, they did not give us a platform that we liked. But it was a mistake, and within LaSalle, the Panudla was marginalized, and so what we tried to do is try to build an alliance with the moderates, you know, the yellows and the reds, which was the LSDA. We formed an alliance again, an alliance within the alliance, you know, an alliance outside the alliance, the LSDA alliance, and we call this the Alianza Tapat sa Lasarista, which we are just preparing that alliance to be the new party that will run in March of 1986. Now, I don't want to go into this controversy that Tapat was not founded in August of 1985, and it was in fact founded in March of 1986, because there are some groups who are saying that it was founded in March of 1986, and then we were able to put up a slate and all the platform, and then launch it officially in 1986, which is correct, and correct. The party was officially launched in 1986, but it was the preparation began in 1985, and that's beside the point. And I don't think that we should be even be um, even be bothered by that. It's just dates, and if one side says this and the other side says different, well, that's just a matter of perception of where you are. But I was with the LSDA, and I was with Panudla, and I was there when we were talking about founding a new party. The March 86 founding, officially launching, is correct, but the conceptualization was started in 85. I don't even remember, it was August, but some party members, the people who were more involved in that, said that it was in August. Uh, So that was the transition from LSDA, some BSIG, Panudla, and then we now have Tapat. So that's how. And then in 1986, of course, Marcos was defeated in the snap elections, which they tried to cheat, but eventually he was thrown out and he went to the United States. And so that's my little history. Actually, it's a long history. From 1982 to 1986. So, activism in LaSalle under martial law. Okay, thank you.